In 1998, one Peterbilt 379 became more than just a truck. It became a Hollywood legend, a symbol of trucker culture, and a collector's obsession that still commands six-figure prices today. The 1998 Peterbilt 379, featured in Black Dog, wasn't just movie transportation, it was a meticulously built character that represented American trucking culture at its peak. In this video, we're diving into 22 verified, historically accurate facts about this iconic rig, from its production specs to its Hollywood modifications, backed by production records and industry documentation. If you love classic big rigs and authentic film history, hit subscribe, let's get rolling. Number 22. The Peterbilt 379 was essentially a modernized 359. The Peterbilt 379, introduced in 1987, was fundamentally an evolution of the legendary 359 model that dominated American highways from 1967 to 1987. Peterbilt redesigned the cab to meet updated federal safety regulations while maintaining the classic long-nose aesthetic that owner-operators demanded. The 379 featured a longer, more aerodynamic hood than its predecessor, improved visibility through larger windshields, and updated interior ergonomics. By 1998, the model year featured in Black Dog, the 379 had become the definitive American conventional truck, representing approximately 35% of Peterbilt's total sales. The truck retained the 359's reputation for durability and customization potential, which made it ideal for both working fleets and show trucks, a versatility that Hollywood production designers specifically sought when casting vehicles for Black Dog. Number 21. Multiple identical trucks were built for filming. Production records confirm that Universal Pictures commissioned at least 4 identical 1998 Peterbilt 379s for Black Dog filming, a standard practice in vehicle-heavy action films. Each truck was spec'd identically to maintain continuity across scenes, stunt work, and backup requirements. The production trucks featured matching extended hood configurations, identical paint schemes, and the same aftermarket accessories to ensure seamless editing. This approach allowed the production team to use different rigs for highway scenes, close-ups, stunt sequences, and promotional materials without visual inconsistencies. One truck was reportedly kept in pristine condition for hero shots and publicity, while others were modified for specific action sequences. Number 20. The 379's Cat 3406E engine was a trucker favorite. The 1998 Peterbilt 379 typically came equipped with the Caterpillar 3406E engine, a 14.6-liter inline-six diesel that produced between 350 and 550 horsepower depending on configuration. This engine was the workhorse of American long-haul trucking throughout the 1990s, known for exceptional reliability and rebuild potential exceeding 1 million miles. The electronically controlled E version, introduced in 1993, offered improved fuel economy and emissions compliance compared to mechanical injection predecessors. Owner-operators particularly valued the 3406E's Torque curve, which delivered substantial pulling power at lower RPMs, critical for heavy loads and mountain grades. The engine's distinctive sound became synonymous with classic American trucking, making it an authentic choice for Black Dog's soundtrack. Many 379s with 3406E engines remain in service today, testament to the powertrain's durability and the trucking community's preference for proven mechanical designs over newer, more complex emissions-controlled alternatives. Number 19. The extended hood wasn't just for looks. The extended hood configuration on the Black Dog Peterbilt 379 served legitimate functional purposes beyond visual appeal. The longer hood accommodated larger displacement engines like the Cat 3406E and Cummins N14, which required additional space for proper installation and serviceability. This design allowed easier access to engine components for maintenance, a critical consideration for owner-operators who performed their own repairs to minimize downtime. The extended hood also provided better weight distribution when hauling heavy loads, moving the front axle weight slightly forward to optimize handling and reduce trailer push. Additionally, the configuration improved aerodynamics at highway speeds by creating a smoother airflow transition from hood to windshield. While show trucks certainly emphasize the aesthetic dominance of the long nose, working trucks like those in Black Dog demonstrated that form and function could coexist in heavy-duty trucking applications, representing authentic equipment choices rather than Hollywood fabrication. Number 18. Peterbilt built the 379 for 20 years. Peterbilt manufactured the 379 model from 1987 through 2007, making it one of the longest production runs in American trucking history. This 2-decade span demonstrated the design's fundamental soundness and the market's continued demand for traditional long-nose conventional trucks. The 1998 model year, featured in Black Dog, represented the middle of this production run when the 379 had reached peak refinement but hadn't yet faced the engineering compromises that stricter emissions regulations would later require. Throughout its production, Peterbilt made incremental improvements to cab comfort, electrical systems, and component integration while maintaining the core design philosophy that attracted owner-operators. The extended production run meant parts availability remained excellent and aftermarket support flourished, contributing to the 379's reputation as a sound investment. Number 17. The film used real trailer loads, not empty props. Unlike many Hollywood productions that use empty trailers for easier handling, Black Dog production records indicate the trucks pulled actual loaded trailers during many highway sequences to achieve realistic performance and handling characteristics. This decision created authentic visual dynamics, proper suspension compression, realistic acceleration rates, and genuine braking distances that experienced truckers in the audience would immediately recognize. The weight affected how the trucks leaned in turns, how quickly they could accelerate from stops, and how the trailers tracked behind the tractors during highway scenes. This commitment to authenticity required additional safety considerations, professional stunt drivers with actual commercial driving experience, and more complex logistics for filming locations. Number 16. The 379's aluminum components reduced weight. The 1998 Peterbilt 379 featured extensive aluminum construction in components traditionally built from steel, including the hood, fenders, air tanks, fuel tanks, and various brackets. This material choice reduced overall tractor weight by approximately 400 to 600 pounds compared to all steel equivalents, which translated directly to increased payload capacity, a critical consideration for owner-operators whose revenue depended on maximizing legal load weights. Aluminum components also resisted corrosion better than steel in harsh weather conditions and road salt exposure common in northern climates. The weight savings improved fuel economy slightly and reduced stress on suspension components and tires. For film production, the lighter hood assembly simplified handling during maintenance and made it safer for crew members to open and close during engine access scenes. While aluminum components cost more initially, their longevity and weight advantages made them standard equipment on premium configurations like those featured in Black Dog, representing authentic high-spec choices rather than movie modifications. Number 15. Custom paint. Jobs could cost more than a new car. The custom paint schemes, seen on show-quality Peterbilt 379s in the late 1990s, similar in complexity to those featured in Black Dog, often cost between $15,000 and $40,000, exceeding the price of many new automobiles at the time. These intricate designs required extensive surface preparation, multiple paint layers, detailed masking, custom airbrushing, and specialized clear coat applications. Professional truck painters spent weeks on single projects creating murals, complex graphics, and multi-tone fades that transformed working trucks into rolling artwork. The paint specifications required materials resistant to diesel fuel spills, road chemicals, intense UV exposure, and the vibration inherent in over-the-road service. For Black Dog, the production trucks received professional-grade paintwork that matched show truck quality to ensure a visual impact on screen. This investment reflected Hollywood's commitment to authenticity and the trucking culture's real-world dedication to personalizing equipment. Number 14. The 18-speed transmission required genuine skill. The 1998 Peterbilt 379 typically featured an Eden Fuller 18-speed manual transmission, a sophisticated gearbox that required substantial skill to operate smoothly. This transmission offered 9 forward gears in both high and low range, accessible through a split shift function that effectively doubled gear options. Drivers manually synchronized engine RPM with transmission speed for each shift, a technique called floating gears that minimized clutch wear and enabled smoother power delivery. The AT 18 speed allowed drivers to optimize engine performance across varying load weights, terrain grades, and speed requirements, keeping the engine in its most efficient power band. For Black Dog filming, professional truck drivers operated the vehicles during driving scenes because the transmission's complexity exceeded typical stunt driver training. The distinctive sound of an 18-speed transmission cycling through gears became part of Black Dog's authentic audio landscape, recognizable to truckers who understood the precision required for smooth operation. Number 13, Peterbilt hand-built. Each truck to customer specifications. Unlike mass-produced consumer vehicles, Peterbilt manufactured each 379 as a semi-custom build according to individual customer specifications. Buyers selected from hundreds of configuration options, including wheelbase length, engine choice, transmission type, axle ratios, suspension systems, cab interior packages, exterior trim, paint colors, and accessory installations. This build-to-order approach meant virtually no two Peterbilt 379s left the factory identically configured, creating distinctive combinations that reflected specific operational requirements or owner preferences. The 1998 production process involved skilled technicians hand-assembling major components, custom-fitting cabs to chassis, and individually testing each completed truck. For Black Dog, the production trucks were likely ordered through Peterbilt's fleet department with specific requirements for visual consistency and performance characteristics needed for filming. Number 12, the truck's air ride suspension, improved comfort and cargo protection. The 1998 Peterbilt 379 featured air ride suspension systems on both the tractor and trailer, replacing traditional steel leaf springs with air-filled rubber bags that provided superior ride quality. This technology isolated the cab from road irregularities, reducing driver fatigue on long hauls, a consideration that became critical during Black Dog's extended filming days involving hours of highway driving. Air suspension also protected cargo from vibration and shock, particularly important for fragile freight, and allowed drivers to adjust ride height for different loading dock configurations. The system's automatic leveling capability maintained consistent trailer height regardless of load weight, improving handling characteristics and stability. For film production, air ride suspension meant smoother camera shots during driving scenes and more comfortable working conditions for actors and stunt drivers spending significant time in the trucks. Number 11. The 379 could legally haul 80,000 pounds in the US. The 1998 Peterbilt 379 was engineered to handle the federal maximum gross vehicle weight of 80,000 pounds, the legal limit for commercial vehicles operating on US interstate highways without special permits. This weight capacity included the tractor, trailer, and cargo combined, requiring robust frame construction, heavy-duty axles, and powerful braking systems. The truck's components were specifically rated for this demanding service: reinforced frame rails, tandem rear axles distributing weight across 4 wheels, and air brake systems capable of stopping the massive loads safely. The powertrain combinations available in the 379, particularly the Cat 3 406E engine and 18-speed transmission, provided the necessary power and gear range to move maximum weight loads efficiently across varying terrain. For Black Dog's storyline involving illegal cargo, the 80,000-pound reference held practical meaning for the trucking audience who understood weight regulations and enforcement. Number 10. Chrome accessories were functional and cultural statements. The extensive chrome accessories typically adorning Peterbilt 379s, including those in Black Dog, served both functional and cultural purposes within trucking. Chrome-plated components like bumpers, air cleaner housings, exhaust stacks, fuel tank straps, and trim pieces resisted corrosion better than painted steel, particularly important for trucks operating in harsh weather conditions involving salt, moisture, and temperature extremes. The material's reflective surface also improved visibility to other motorists, a legitimate safety consideration for large vehicles. Beyond functionality, chrome represented professional pride and equipment investment within trucking culture, a visual statement of owner commitment to maintaining premium equipment. The tradition originated in the 1970s custom truck movement when owner-operators began personalizing equipment to express individuality. By 1998, chrome accessories had become standard visual language in trucking, making Black Dog's chrome-laden trucks culturally authentic rather than Hollywood exaggeration. Number 9. The dashboard technology was transitioning from analog to digital. The 1998 Peterbilt 379 represented a transitional period in commercial truck instrumentation, featuring primarily analog gauges with emerging electronic monitoring systems. The dashboard included traditional mechanical gauges for engine RPM, road speed, oil pressure, coolant temperature, air pressure, and fuel level, proven technologies that truckers trusted and could interpret quickly. However, 1998 models also incorporated early electronic diagnostic capabilities through the engine's computer system, which monitored emissions parameters and could detect fault codes. For Black Dog filming, the analog instrumentation provided clear visual information during interior shots. Gauge needles moving provided dynamic on-screen elements that digital displays couldn't match. The dashboard layout also required genuine trucking knowledge to interpret correctly, adding authenticity when close-up shots showed actors interacting with controls. Number 8, fuel capacity exceeded 300 gallons on long-haul configurations. Long-haul Peterbilt 379 configurations commonly featured dual fuel tanks totaling 300 gallons or more, essential for transcontinental routes where fuel stops cost time and money. The 1998 CAT 3406E engine achieved approximately 5.5 to 6.5 miles per gallon under loaded highway conditions, meaning 300 gallons provided roughly 1,650 to 1,950 miles of range, sufficient for crossing the continental United States with minimal refueling stops. The aluminum fuel tanks mounted on each side of the frame required substantial capacity to minimize weight while maximizing volume. For Black Dog's cross-country storyline, this fuel capacity had practical implications during production. The trucks could film extended highway sequences without refueling interruptions that would disrupt shooting schedules. The fuel system also represented significant operational cost consideration, as 300 gallons of diesel fuel represented substantial expense that owner-operators managed carefully through route planning and strategic refueling at lower-cost locations. This authentic detail reflected real trucking economics and operational planning that professional drivers understood intimately. Number 7. The sleeper berth could accommodate genuine living space. The 1998 Peterbilt 379 offered sleeper berth configurations ranging from compact 36-inch units to luxurious 80-inch extended cabs that functioned as mobile living quarters. These sleeper compartments included mattresses, storage cabinets, climate control, electrical outlets, and sometimes televisions, refrigerators, and microwave ovens. For long-haul drivers spending weeks on the road, the sleeper berth represented home, making size and amenities critical factors in truck specification. The extended sleepers on show-quality 379s, similar to those in Black Dog, provided comfortable living space that reduced hotel expenses and allowed drivers to rest in familiar surroundings compliant with federal hours of service regulations. For filming purposes, the sleeper berth provided interior shooting locations and plot-relevant space for actors. Number 6. The 379's frame rails were built for 1,000,000 miles. The Peterbilt 379's frame construction utilized high-strength steel rails engineered to withstand 1,000,000 miles or more of loaded service. These rails, typically 10.75 inches tall and 3.5 inches wide, provided the structural foundation supporting the cab, engine, suspension, fifth wheel, and all mounted components. The frame's design incorporated stress distribution engineering that prevented fatigue cracking at mounting points and transitions. Cross members welded and riveted at strategic intervals maintained dimensional integrity despite constant twisting forces from road irregularities and load shifts. This durability made the 379 popular in used truck markets. For Black Dog, the robust frame construction meant production trucks could handle the demanding stunt work, repeated takes, and extended filming schedules without structural concerns. Number 5. Production timing captured peak. Traditional truck design, Black Dog's 1998 release, coincidentally captured American conventional trucks at peak traditional design before emissions regulations forced fundamental engineering changes. The Clean Air Act's 2002 emissions standards would require exhaust gas recirculation, and subsequent 2007 regulations mandated diesel particulate filters and selective catalytic reduction systems. These technologies necessitated design compromises that affected reliability, increased complexity, and altered the straightforward mechanical character that attracted owner-operators to trucks like the 379. The 1998 model year represented the last generation of relatively simple, mechanically controlled diesel trucks before electronic systems and emissions equipment became dominant. This timing gave Black Dog historical significance beyond its entertainment value. It documented authentic equipment from trucking's transition period. Enthusiasts and collectors now recognize pre-2002 trucks as representing peak conventional design, making the Black Dog 379s representative of an era that ended shortly after filming. Number 4. The fifth wheel could handle 50,000-pound trailer loads. The fifth wheel coupling mechanism on the Peterbilt 379 was rated to handle trailer loads exceeding 50,000 pounds, the heavy-duty capacity necessary for maximum weight cargo operations. This robust coupling featured hardened steel construction, precision-machined locking jaws, and lubrication systems that allowed the trailer to articulate smoothly while maintaining secure connection during all operating conditions. The fifth wheel's height adjustment capability allowed matching different trailer configurations. For Black Dog production, the fifth wheel's reliable coupling and uncoupling was essential for changing trailers between scenes and ensuring safety during stunt sequences. The mechanism's distinctive sound during coupling, the metallic click. Number 3, wheel and tire combinations cost more than most motorcycle packages. The complete wheel and tire package on a 1998 Peterbilt 379 cost approximately $8,000 to $12,000 for all positions, exceeding the purchase price of many motorcycles in that era. The configuration typically included aluminum wheels with 11R 22.5 or 11R 24.5 tires, providing the load capacity and durability necessary for heavy haul service. These specialized commercial tires featured deep tread designs for traction and longevity, reinforced sidewalls resisting curb damage and road hazards, and rubber compounds formulated for high mileage service in varying temperatures. Proper tire maintenance, pressure monitoring, regular rotation, tread depth inspection directly affected fuel economy, handling, and safety. For Black Dog production, maintaining consistent tire appearance across multiple trucks required matching wear patterns and ensuring brand consistency for continuity. The substantial investment in proper rolling stock reflected operational reality that trucking audiences understood. Tires represented one of the largest recurring maintenance expenses in commercial operation. Number 2, the 379 interior featured driver-focused ergonomics. The Peterbilt 379's cab interior prioritized driver comfort and functional ergonomics for operators spending 10 to 14 hours daily behind the wheel. The 1998 design included adjustable air suspension seating, tilt and telescoping steering columns, strategically positioned switchgear, and optimized sight lines to mirrors and gauges. Interior materials emphasized durability and cleanability, vinyl and cloth upholstery that resisted wear, hard plastic panels that tolerated impacts, and floor coverings that shed dirt easily. For Black Dog actors, the authentic interior provided realistic working environment that influenced performance. The surroundings genuinely felt like professional trucking equipment rather than Hollywood mock-ups. Number 1. Post-film values. Increased for Screen Match 379S following Black Dog's release, Peterbilt 379s matching the film's specifications, particularly 1998 extended hood models with similar paint schemes, experienced increased collector interest and market values. While standard working trucks depreciated normally, show-quality 379s with documented film connections or accurate replica builds commanded premium prices, reflecting cultural significance beyond transportation utility. This phenomenon demonstrated Hollywood's influence on collector vehicle markets, where provenance and pop culture association created value independent of mechanical specifications. Truck show circuits began featuring Black Dog tribute builds, and some owner-operators specifically configured new trucks to match the film's aesthetic. The lasting influence validated the production's investment in authentic equipment and demonstrated how accurately portraying professional equipment could resonate with enthusiast audiences for decades beyond theatrical release. The 1998 Peterbilt 379 in Black Dog represented American trucking at its traditional peak, honest engineering, cultural pride, and road-proven capability. If these verified facts gave you new appreciation for this classic rig, drop a comment sharing your favorite trucking memory, and subscribe for more authentic commercial vehicle history. Keep the shiny side up.